Welcome to Rebel Chaser. My name is Gail, and I have a clip for you from Magistrate Hillary Bailey in Michigan. She's hearing a small claims case in which this man gave somebody a deposit for work to be done so that they could buy materials. And guess what? They never did the work. And now they're refusing to give the money back. And instead, they're saying it's harassment for him to request this money back. When actually, they're just greedy grifters. And they don't want to give the money back because they're greedy grifters. I'll let you guys watch.
Hello to the person on the Samsung device. Would you be Erica Rock? You need to unmute.
Hello.
Hi, are you Erica Rock?
I am.
Okay, thank you. Now calling case number 24C1114. This is Scott Matheson versus Erica Maureen Rock. State your names for the record, please, starting with Mr. Matheson.
Scott Matheson.
Thank you. And Ms. Rock, state your name for the record.
Erica Rock.
Okay, thank you. So today is the date and time set for a first hearing in this small claims case. And before we get started, I do want to inform both of you that first off, as a district court magistrate, you are able to appeal my decision within 7 days from today. That would be appealed directly to the Judge Washington, here at the district court. By continuing in the small claims division, you are waiving the right to counsel, that is the right to an attorney. You are waiving the right to a trial by jury, and you are waiving the right to recover more than $7,000 total. So, and if this does get appealed to the judge, you are also waiving the right to appeal past the judge. So, do you both understand all that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. And did you wish to proceed forward in the small claims division? Or do you wish to move to the general civil? Okay.
Small claims.
Okay. And Ms. Rock, that's a question for you too. You also have the right to remove if you wish to do so.
Remove what?
Remove the case from small claims to the general civil division.
No.
Okay. Okay, then given that, we will proceed. So what we are going to do, I will swear in both sides and take testimony. I will start with Mr. Matheson because he is the moving party, the plaintiff who filed the case. You are not to interrupt him, Ms. Rock. And then once he is done, it will be your turn, and he will not interrupt you either. Okay?
Yep.
Okay. At the end of this, the court will be making a decision one way or the other. All right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay. So raise your right hands. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to the best of your information, knowledge, and belief, Mr. Matheson?
Yes.
And Ms. Rock?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you. So, Mr. Matheson, you may proceed with your testimony.
Okay. So I hired Erica's husband to do a deck for me. He came out, gave me an estimate. We agreed on a price. And then he said, go ahead and send payment, half of the payment to Erica's bank. So I agreed. I sent $5,000 to Erica. And about 6 months later, the job never got completed. I asked Josh for the money back. I never got it back. And so here we are now. So since the money went to Erica's bank, I would like the money back from Erica, the $5,000 that she owes me.
Now, I do have some documents that were sent in. Did you send them to Ms. Rock as well?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so Ms. Rock, I'm going to ask you, which did you receive copies of the documents that you
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So and I do see what appears to be a screenshot of what says money sent to Erica Rock. There's a phone number listed in the amount of $5,000. And that appears to have been sent on April 6th, 2023. Is that all correct?
Yes.
As far as you know, Mr. Okay. And I was going to ask Mr. Matheson, but yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. And Mr. Matheson, you do have a judgment against Joshua Rock in the matter 23C2773. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
And I'm seeing that was a default judgment. The total amount was for $6,732, correct?
Correct, yes.
Okay. Thank you. And on that matter, you just have Joshua Rock listed as the defendant. So
Correct.
okay. So what brings you to file the case today then against Ms. Rock?
Really, it was, I should have included her in the beginning, and I didn't. So after winning the judgment against Josh and his refusal to pay me any money at all, to give me my money back, I decided to take her to court to get my $5,000 back. I'm willing to reduce Josh's judgment minus the $5,000 from his judgment if Erica pays me the $5,000. The problem is, I don't think Josh really has any actual income. And so me trying to get money from Josh is going to be very difficult for me. Erica, I believe, has a job and can pay her bills. And I feel that since I gave the money to her and it's in her bank and it's under her name, that she owes me the $5,000. But like I said, I'm willing to subtract that from Josh's if she pays the $5,000.
Mr. Matheson, did you have any other testimony or evidence or witnesses that you wanted to present?
No.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Ms. Rock?
Yeah.
Okay, you may proceed with your testimony.
I guess I'm confused as to why this is even occurring. It feels like harassment when there's already a judgment. But the reason it was sent to my Zelle is because the plaintiff said he did not have PayPal or another way to send it. So that's why that was handled that way. My husband went out multiple times to do work. Mind you, it was an 1.5-hour drive. And my husband has screenshots of all of this. He didn't go to court. His sister passed away. It was a whole thing, but literally have gone online and slandered him. All these things. One time the plaintiff's wife was online talking all this stuff while my husband was working in the backyard. He went to the door. She's like, "Oh, I didn't know you were here," and deleted it. So the $5,000 was a deposit for the materials and the work that was done, which Josh finished up to that point. But Mr. Matheson was making it impossible. He wouldn't let my husband's crew be at his house to work without my husband. Like, it was just a toxic work environment. So Josh finished that amount, and told him he was done. This man came to my house in Clarkston. I have it on my ring cam, threatening my husband, pretending to brandish a gun. I mean, I'm in fear now because this feels like harassment. So that's what's been occurring. And like I said, I'm not any part of this. It's my husband's business, but I don't know. So that's what it is. But the work was done and there's photos to show he didn't pay for the full job. So I don't understand why any of this is occurring.
But if I hear you correctly, you're not contesting the fact that the $5,000 was sent to you.
And a technicality because he couldn't send it, but I in turn gave it to Josh to do the materials and the work that was finished. My husband's business is a LLC. Like, I'm not part of it.
I just want to say that I'm trying not to
You can't
interrupt her,
interrupt.
so
I
I
thought
don't
you're
know.
not supposed to interrupt.
Okay, both of you can hush for a moment while I review this. Thank you. So what I am seeing in here regarding the pictures of the work that was done is a couple of sawhorses in the yard.
My husband has actual pictures. And then also the
Okay.
pictures that were posted on Yelp were not even that job.
Okay. Do you have any evidence with you that you can present today?
I don't have it with me, but my husband has it. Like, this is his business, his job. I don't think I should be any part of it.
Okay. And I
And if
understand.
there's a judgment against him, then he has to deal with it.
Okay. And this is a case against you. And today is the date of the court date. And in the court paperwork, it says that you're to be prepared for the court hearing today. So you're telling me that you don't have the pictures that you're talking about?
I mean, I do, but I don't have them on me right now. I didn't think that I needed to do that because it's like I said, there's already a judgment against Josh. Like, it feels like harassment to me, ma'am. It makes me very uneasy. Like, I don't understand.
And, well, I can appreciate that. I am going to continue. I have an invoice in here. The invoice is dated March 21st of 2023. There's a grand total listed of $10,000. And the description is a 12 by 18 deck. Complete structure build with ground contact PT pine, assuming that's pressure treated, wrapped in Trex Enhance, Rocky Harbor coastal bluff steps across entire front. Handrails on both sides, 6 sections in parentheses. Rocky Harbor handrail, white post sleeves, black wire for spindles, and then refer to picture, which there's a picture. It looks like a handful of pictures that were done just computer generated to sort of set up what it would look like. There's no mention on here of labor costs. I do not have any sort of invoice for labor costs. If I'm going solely off of what I have here presented to me in the file for court today, that I've got 2 sawhorses and some holes dug in the ground. That does not appear to be $5,000 worth of work. Certainly not that was listed on the invoice, which again doesn't even mention labor and seems to be solely to do with the parts required. So At this time, the court is ready to make its decision, which is in favor of the plaintiff for $5,000. There's also a filing fee of $70 and a service fee of $95.
So what happens to the judgment against my husband? I don't understand this. You can sue two different people for the same thing?
So in this instance, and as I stated before, you can appeal this to the judge. This judgment will be held jointly and severably with the judgment against your husband so that they cannot both be collected on.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
But the total amount of this judgment, the court is finding the damages of $5,000. The costs of $70 and the service of $95 for a total of $5,165 in favor of the plaintiff. And again, if you wish to appeal, you have 7 days to do so.
If I appeal, can I give you the documentation then?
It would be an entirely new hearing in front of the judge. So you would submit the documentation to the court at that
So
time.
I can submit like that documentation, the police reports, all of it to the judge?
You can submit documentation to the court, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, then if the parties don't have anything else, this hearing is concluded.
It amazes me that this woman is claiming harassment because this man is asking for his money back. Well, you know what, sweetie? You have the power to get the harassment to stop. You have all the power in the world to get that harassment to stop. You know how? Pay the money back. Just seems so logical, you know? You pay the money back, he's not going to request his money back any longer. Just give him his money back. They're greedy grifters. They basically stole his money. We're never going to do the job. It was just BS. And they should have to give him back his money plus 20% interest, like a bank, like a credit card. You don't pay by a certain time, it's 20% compounded. That's what I think they should get, because I think this is ridiculous. Harassment. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.